Good morning. It is November the 1st, which means that today thousands of tons of plastic tat from China will be going into landfill after Halloween. I'll speak to you on the third tee and tell you what this video is about. Well, we'll start on the first, seeing as I'm itching to hit my 4 hybrid. Now I've got the correct size grip on. I'm not too sure of the line here from this forward tee. They are putting in new winter mats of a longer distance. And as you've seen here, up here, because the grass doesn't grow too well in the winter, and winter rules is picking your ball out of the fairway and dropping it on the edge of the rough. And the greens have been heavily sanded. This one's been I don't know what the correct term is, raked out, but I think we'll forget about the score today and just worry about what direction the driver is going in. Now, until I added it up yesterday, I didn't realise how many rounds of golf I'd played this year, and this is my 30th. So and my long games are awful, and I'm having to lean on the short game. It'd be fair to say the short game has improved this year because it simply had to. So I'm doing myself a little favour. I've changed the shaft in my driver for a regular. It's the same shaft that's in my 3-wood and my 5-wood. Can't get any peace and quiet anywhere, can you? So logically it shouldn't do me any harm, but it may well do me some good. It's bitterly cold today. The ground is soft as a Chinaman's slipper, so there's no point trying to measure distance. All I'm going to see is what direction it goes and how high it flies. Go on, bugger off. Given up already?
I got a lot of work to do. I did half of it yesterday, so I'm going to do the other half today.
Can you do my work for me as well?
Pressure washing, trying to clean up in it.
Yeah, everything's filthy, isn't it?
So I've had my about 8 holes.
All right then, enjoy the rest of your day. Right, here we go. My first swing with this. I've not been down the range or anywhere else to try it. So first swing with a regular shaft. And that is low and blocked to the right. Not quite what I was expecting. We move on to the 4th here. Seem to be aiming the correct way, so there's a good start. Nope, not happy. See, one thing I have been doing is aiming too far left because I haven't been able to hit the previous shaft straight. That's a bit straighter. That's aiming right down the middle. Let's see what we get. And we get a bit of a pull. This is in the rough. I know it doesn't look like it. And there goes Shot Tracer, just to show you how good a system it is for £5.99. And as I say, I'm not taking the score seriously at all. I'm not even stood square there. Yeah, I don't think I'm scoring today. And on to the 5th. Now I'm going to have a couple of shots here because there's no one behind me. Aiming just right at the centre of the fairway. And that was a bit of a push fade, but it had some height on it. That's what surprised me, is that this regular shaft is not going higher as I expected. So as there's no one behind me, let's have another ball. And this one is brutalized. If I did this to another man, they'd put me in jail for 5 years. Yeah, that's an absolute peach. We move on to 7. Now the marker post for the middle of the fairway has been removed, but I am aiming the correct way. That was a bit high, a bit right, but it's in the fairway. That's what I can tell you, it is in the fairway up there. So let's have another go. Now as you can see, this is uphill and it's back into, well, it's not a breeze as such, it's about half a club of wind, no more than that. Ignore the shot tracer, that was actually a nice little draw. Well, it's not great, but it's better. I've just played the par 3, 112 yards, I've hit a 9-iron and it's only just got pin high. The ball just isn't flying, so hard to tell other than to say I think it's better. For the record, those two balls went an average of 223 yards into the wind and up the hill. That's not bad, especially as it's cold. Yeah, the hybrids are going like that just by putting on a slimmer grip. Yeah, I think the 4-iron is now officially retired. A bit like myself. You know, thinking back, I hit the 4-iron very well from time to time. That's only my second shot with the 4 hybrid. And it flew a peach, so it's a lot easier to hit than a 4-iron without a doubt. Now we move on to 9, there's no shot tracer, it doesn't work. It's 219 to the flag from this tee box, so I'm expecting to pitch this full toss into the middle of the green, and it just doesn't get there. In fact, it goes about 200 max, and well, that last drive only went 200. So much for the Callaway CRX power that I'd found. It didn't have any, or perhaps it was me hitting into the wind. But I'm starting to find the shaft and I'm starting to find the head. What I mean by that is, you obviously start at address with a straight shaft, don't you? And it's straight mostly going back. But when you start to come down and you're pulling on the handle, the head doesn't want to move. So the shaft bends, you load the shaft. And then coming into impact, I'm too close to the damn camera. Coming into impact, that head is lagging, the shaft is still bent. And then as you're going into really close into impact, the shaft unloads and kicks, and it actually bends the other way. So for you to hit a straight shot and to be able to accelerate this club head, you have to be able to feel the shaft and feel the weight of the club head. And I'm starting to do that. I think with the stiff shaft, what I've been doing this year with playing so little golf is trying to muscle the ball straight instead of letting this bit do the work. And of course, because I'm slowing down, because I've hardly played golf, I can't load and therefore unload the shaft. But this is definitely going in the bag for the holiday. As I say, a regular shaft is not going to do me any harm, and it certainly feels like it's doing me some good today. I mean, I'm hitting the ball in a reasonable direction. Could do with a little more height, which is unusual. I would have thought that a regular would give me more height, but again I think it's because I've been struggling with that stiff through lack of play. I've been trying to muscle it, and I'm actually getting in front of the club head, which obviously de-lofts it. I'm not going to play the full 18. I've achieved what I want to achieve, so now I'm going to be slowly heading my way in from, this is the 9th tee. Shot tracer is incorrect here. What I actually hit is a pull slice. So I hit it left of my target and then it slices back to the right. It was not a good strike at all. And then we move on to 11. And again, shot tracer here plays up a little bit. It's a horrible thing, honestly. So the first one is a push into the right rough, which stopped very short. And the second one is another one of those kind of like pull draws. Yeah, ignore the shot tracer, it is completely wrong, but I could not make it draw what I wanted it to draw. Yeah, I mean, that's golf balls don't fly like that. And we move on to 15. I cut out a few holes. I was quite cold and I wanted to get in before the cooked breakfast got cancelled. And that was a beauty again. So a complete mixed bag with this driver shaft. I don't know what's going on. So that's what the middle of a fairway looks like. Well, I'm not going in without playing 16 and 17. 16's only 186 yards today. I'm taking the 4 hybrid. I know it's too much club. I just get so much enjoyment out of hitting it. Yeah, this has gone off the back of the green. Now the last 2 times I've played here, I've had a 2, so to keep that up, I'm going to have to chip in. Or go back up the hill and hit the correct club, but I just wanted to hit the 4 hybrid. Well, that's the end of the 2s. I'm pretty disappointed. Now I haven't got my putter, so how am I going to knock this in? So we go blade. No, we'll just use the back of the club. Nice par. Well, I didn't get a 2 on 16, so I'm just going to have to get my 2 here, aren't I? 9-iron from 129. That is right over the banner. Dead straight. Gorgeous 9-iron. When I say right over the banner, I do mean right over the banner. I don't think I'm getting a 2 from here on a green that looks like this, do you? Right, I'm done. What that shaft is really is it's a band-aid. It's going to get me through winter, and then perhaps in the spring when I'm a full member at a local golf course and I'm back to playing my 105 rounds a year, then perhaps we'll find that the stiff shaft can come back out in the cupboard and go back into that head. But for the moment, I think the regular is where I need to be, and that's the one that's going on holiday. Well, I was going to play Saturday, Sunday, but my wife's got the car those 2 days, so the next time I'm out is Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be a bit warmer and I can learn a little bit more about the shaft and how far the ball's going. Cheerio.